Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be listing my top 10 favourite Easter eggs in Star Wars. Some of these you may have spotted, others maybe not. In any case, let's get into the video. Starting us off at number 10, a classic one that heaps of people would know about, is the Stormtrooper hitting his head as he enters the room to find C-3PO and R2-D2 in A New Hope. A little bit of backstory on the now famous scene is that multiple actors on set claim to be the one responsible for the incident. However, the most documented one has been Laurie Good, who has spoken of him coming down with a stomach bug on the day of filming. Feeling his stomach rumbling as he shuffled along, he looked up too late to realise his head was about to smack into the door. In the remastered DVD release, as well as the version available on Disney+, a sound effect has also been added in to highlight it. Now, George loves to put references to people or projects who have inspired and supported him, and this one I thought was very cool. At number 9 in The Phantom Menace, during the Senate hearing, where Chancellor Valorum's leadership is called into question, at one point we can see ET-looking creatures appear as though they are a part of the Galactic Senate. A very clear nod to his great friend Steven Spielberg. In at number 8 is another that is probably a bit more well known than some that follow it in this list. However, the creator of this beautiful universe has given himself a cameo role in Revenge of the Sith. He portrays Baron Papanoida, and we can see him as Anakin enters the opera and is told of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. He is conversing with his character's daughter Chi-Ikwe Papanoida, who is played by his real-life daughter Katie Lucas. Katie actually has cameos in all of the prequels as various characters, however this would be the most significant as we see both of their characters featured in the Clone Wars animated series as well. At number 7, continuing on with the Lucas theme, George's son Jet Lucas also had a nice cameo in Revenge of the Sith. He portrayed the Padawan Zet Jukasa, where he appears on the landing platform at the Jedi Temple on the night of Order 66. Bail Organa shows up to investigate the disturbances at the temple, where he is met by a group of the 501st, informing him that there has been a rebellion and saying, "I'm sorry sir, it's time for you to leave." As the senator goes to depart, Zet appears and lays a number of fatal blows on the 501st before receiving one himself. In at number 6, continuing on with cameos, is Matt Lanter featuring briefly in episode 6 of the first season of The Mandalorian. For those of you not familiar with the name, Matt Lanter is the voice of Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars animated series. So for those of us with a deep love and appreciation of the series, this was an awesome little moment. Matt played the role of a New Republic soldier on board a prisoner ship that Din and a group of mercenaries board in an attempt to free a convict. Number 5 is a quick one, but one I still find quite amusing, as it's Jabba the Hutt being listed as being played by himself in the credits of The Phantom Menace. This is due to him being in the film as a result of a combination of a puppet and CGI. In at 4 is a number that shows up in A New Hope and The Force Awakens, 2187. It's a nod to the 1963 Canadian short film 2187, a piece that George Lucas drew inspiration from. We first hear it when Han, Luke and Chewbacca reach the detention block and are looking for our beloved princess, where they locate her in cell block 2187. This number is once again set on our screens 38 years later when we come to know it as Finn's Stormtrooper ID, FN2187. In at number 3 is Finn finding a Marksman H training remote, more commonly known as a lightsaber training drone. In The Force Awakens, he discovers it aboard the Millennium Falcon as he is searching for bandages for Chewbacca. This gave me a huge nostalgia hit as it took me back to A New Hope and watching Luke commence his lightsaber training with Obi-Wan by his side. Now whether or not this is the same one that was used in the original film is up for debate, but the fact that it was located in the same location as we last saw it is definitely a solid basis for it being the very same one we saw in episode 4. In at number 2 is a super cool one that I was actually unaware of until I began doing some research for this video, and that is Millennium Falcon, or at least a ship the exact same make and model as the Falcon, making an appearance in Revenge of the Sith. The moment occurs when Anakin, Obi-Wan and Palpatine are returning from the battle over Coruscant. As they are landing, we get a shot overlooking the docking bays, and 2 levels below we can see the Falcon or the Look-alike coming into view. Topping the list off, in at number 1 is General Grievous's lightsabers at the beginning of his duel with Obi-Wan on Utapau. This is my favourite due to it occurring in one of my favourite films in the saga, as well as the fact this is one I spotted myself and I don't hear it spoken about too often, leaving me wondering how common knowledge this one actually is. As Grievous draws his 4 lightsabers to commence the duel, the 2 sabers he holds in his right hand, left from our point of view, are the hilts that belong to Obi-Wan and Anakin. As to how this occurred, I'm not sure whether there was a change in storyline from when Grievous took their lightsabers after they were captured, and the hilts were missed when animating the final cut, or perhaps this is genuinely just an Easter egg planted by the animators. Thank you so much for watching guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Now I want to hear your favourite Easter egg in the Star Wars franchise. What videos do you want to see next from me? I have a few ideas, but I always love hearing from you guys. In the meantime, when I'm not uploading videos, make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram so we can continue the Star Wars conversations there. Until next time, may the Force be with you.